chaotic?
Well, I won't say chaotic.
How did you come to become India's president? What leadership qualities do you think are needed to lead a country that is so huge, so complex, and so chaotic?
Well, I won't say chaotic. The type of order comes out of disorder, okay? This is what's happening now. I was elected as a president of India 2002-2007 through a well-structured election process. Now, the leader, not only to become the president, you need to give any political leadership or technological leadership. You have to have 6 traits one leader should have. And what are the 6 traits? Number 1, leader must have a vision. Without a vision, he will not be a leader, he or she. So leader must have a vision. The second one, leader must be able to travel into an unexplored path. Normally tendency to travel the well laid out path. But the leader, he takes the path of untraveled path. Third thing, leader must know how to manage success, most importantly the failure. Any mission he does or she does, so he has to go through some failure. They should know how to manage the failures.
Could you give us an example from your own experience about managing failure?
Well, my own experience like this, 1973, I became the project director for satellite launch vehicle program, SLV-3. It is called, to put a Rohini satellite in the orbit by 1980. When the management structure I was given, money I was given, and then human power I was given, only they said by 1980, you must put the satellite in the orbit, making a rocket. So thousands of people worked for that, say a scientific technical team. So when the time came, 1979, I think it's in August, we launched, I was in the mission director, project director. I was the control center. I was the mission director. We handed over to the computer to do the process of checking the launch vehicle T-minus 4 minutes and launch it. After 1 minute, in the computer, checkered computer put a hold. For some reasons, they said a display was there. It said some component is not doing well, control component. My experts told me, I have always behind me 4 or 5 experts will be there. And they quickly calculated in computer. They told me, don't worry, there is a lot of reserve fuel is there. We will succeed. So I bypassed the computer. I went on manual, launched the rocket system. Okay, and it's a 4-stage rocket system. First stage worked beautifully. As soon as the second stage separated, it got into trouble. Instead of satellite going in the orbit, the whole rocket system went into Bay of Bengal. Okay, so it was a big failure. So that day, Indian Space Research Organization Chief, Professor Satish Dhawan, there's a press conference, 7 o'clock we launched. 7:45 there's a press conference. The whole world press is there in Sireri, Kota, at launch base. So I still remember the chairman of the organization, the leader of the organization, taking the press conference. I was by his side. He said, we have failed. First time we tried to attempted, and this failure really makes us to believe we have to give more technological support my team, and they worked very hard. Definitely in a year they will succeed. So I was a mission director, I was a project director. I am responsible for the failure. And he took the responsibility of failure as a chairman of the organization and the leader of the organization. Next year, 1980, July, we succeeded. The whole nation was jubilant. There was a press conference. Professor Satish Dhawan told me, you go and take the press conference. Okay? The message is, when the failure occurred, the leader of the organization warned the leader of failure. When the success came, he gave to his team. That the best management.
Good morning, everyone. I welcome all the delegates to the morning session of IMA International Management Conclave 2009. After yesterday's illustration session on ideas, I hope all the participants must be full of ideas. Not to lose heart if India is not performing on Guwahati, as we have lined up some excellent speakers today. To begin with, I request Chairman of the Conclave, Mr. Jagdish Verma, and Director of IMA, to escort our speakers of the day, Mr. Vijay Batra, Professor Pawan Singh, and the Chairman of the session, Dr. B.S. Khargaonkar Sahab.
So I do have to go there?
Chairman CIA and Director IMA and Executive Director at Force Motors Limited.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks.
I request Professor Kapil Suri to present a floral welcome to our guest speaker, Professor Pawan Singh. I request Mr. Bhandari to present a floral welcome to our speaker, Mr. Vijay Batra.
Thank you.
I request Mrs. Meenu Mathur, General Manager IMA, to present a floral welcome to the Chairman of the session, Mr. Khargaonkar.
Thank you, sir. Yes, thank you. One pleasure.
Now I call upon Mr. Manish Dafaria, Practicing Chartered Accountant and Executive Council Member, to introduce our first speaker, Mr. Vijay Batra.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's my proud privilege to introduce a very distinguished personality, Mr. Vijay Batra, to this august gathering. Mr. Vijay Michihito Batra is a fusion of Indian culture and Japanese ethos. Michihito being his Japanese adopted name, meaning humanitarian. A formal introduction of Mr. Batra would include an MBA from Pittsburgh University, USA, a graduate in Japanese management program from JAIMS, Hawaii, a 10 years work experience with a top Japanese corporation, first in Tokyo and then in New York. But his real introduction can be summarized in 3 other different points. He is a down-to-earth, real-life motivator with Japanese humbleness being built into his DNA. He is a firm believer in India's success story, giving up a high-profile career and amazing professional success line. He came back to India because he firmly believes in India and its abilities. And last but not the least, he is a worthy son of a worthy father. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, noted management guru Pramod Batra. He is son of Mr. Pramod Batra. or